There is one last spin on the Raw Roulette wheel, and it is Top 5 Moments. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling, and we are here to gamble away all our money on this show, damn it. It pretty much was a one-match show, even though Bischoff spun the wheel about 20 times.
We did hit the jackpot with the TLC match, I guess, so.
Yeah, but what good's hitting the jackpot if you've already spent, like, 90% of the winnings getting to the jackpot? Which I think is pretty much what this show was. Shite, but saved by one thing.
Wasn't it shite?
Oh, I know, but I expected better, Bischoff. Come on, son. Bischoff delivered. It's Triple H and Flair. They're the two I blame. Everything they hit, they just drag the fucking oxygen out of me.
You know what? I can see the similarities between the whole Triple H and Jeff Jarrett. Not only did both guys hold the belt hostage, but both of their title reigns were fucking boring as fuck. I mean, it can't be denied. I think Triple H's does get better when Evolution starts, and I think he's just in better stories, and he's got higher caliber opponents. And that's not nothing against Kane and RVD right now, but RVD's literally just been plucked for the mid-card, and Kane is in the mid-card as well, and he's just coming back from a long absence, and he's pretty much been a comedy.
I think Triple H Kane worked much better when the mask was on the line, not Katie Fick. Katie Fick's a no-no.
Fick, and I just think maybe when in 2003, and you've got Michaels versus Triple H, and then you throw in Nash and Goldberg, and stuff like that.
Hell in the Cells, chamber matches.
Yeah, multiple man matches. Maybe it gets a bit better, but right now Triple H absolutely sucks. Ric Flair says Triple H saved his career, got his mojo back. You see it, because right now we're not seeing it.
No, we're not seeing it, guys. And you know what you also will not see? Any of these two on this list.
Well, they are somewhere, but not really there. But they're there, but not because of them. They're on the list, but they've nothing to do with it. Coming at number 5, though, we have Bubba Ray picking Tommy Dreamer to be his tag team partner, even though it turns out in the end he dumps Dreamer and picks Spike Dudley.
This was Raven's time to shine, though. Raven should have said, "What about me? What about Raven?"
I know, but Bubba Ray was in the Raw locker room. He wasn't in the Heat locker room, so
I know, but a lot of these guys are on Heat. I would say Tommy Dreamer and Spike Dudley are Heat magnets, baby. But yeah, this was actually a pretty good segment.
Yeah, but Tommy Dreamer's probably the guy with the most momentum on Raw. Outside of Kane, Tommy Dreamer's a winning machine right now.
Tommy Dreamer has he's given up the opportunity to have one of his most known matches in WWE history for me.
Tommy Dreamer's going to the Super Bowl. The guy's just picking up wins after win after win.
I know he had a match at Mania, right? And he's had a few, yeah, sure, 4-on-4.
That's before this. That's after this.
No, in the one-night stands, but for me...
Up to this point, what's he done? Apart from a couple of hardcore matches on Raw?
No, but this match is memorable. I'm not, the ECWs are kind of standalone offence, I see them as. They're WWE, but they're not really WWE. Well, they are, but to me, this would have been his big WWE moment in this match.
He didn't get it because Spike Dudley cried like a little bitch and says, "It's always been you and Diva, and I thought I would get the chance to team with my big brother." Then Tommy Dreamer does the commendable thing and basically gives away his shot at the tag team titles.
Spot where Jericho flies off the ladder and hits the steps in the match.
Aye.
Imagine Dreamer taking that with his unathletic body.
Don't want to imagine that. Anyway, yeah, so Bubba Ray picks Tommy Dreamer instead of Spike Dudley, but Spike Dudley ends up getting picked because Tommy Dreamer allows Spike to be the tag team partner. I thought it was poor. Spike should have just knew his place. If Bubba wanted Spike to be his tag team partner, he would have picked him in the first place, but no, he picked Tommy Dreamer, and then Spike kind of cried a bit about it, and then because Tommy thought it was awkward, Tommy just gave up his position.
It's this sort of loser mentality that's dragging Bubba Ray down. I mean, he can confront Triple H all he wants, but when he's fucking shafting himself out of winning the tag titles...
see, next week, Bubba should put Spike through a table and went, "You said we'd win the titles and we didn't. If I'd have picked Tommy, we could be tag team champs right now."
I would have liked to have seen Tommy Dreamer with some tag team belts around his waist.
Yeah, anyway, it didn't happen. Up next, in number 4th place, we have Bischoff, Kane, and the Hurricane. Spin the wheel. It is TLC. Bischoff tells Kane he'd hate to see him ending up like Booker T. Kane's like, that's not going to happen. And then Kane tells Bischoff he will defeat Triple H at no mercy.
Yes, I enjoyed this segment. I mean, like I said earlier, I think Bischoff pretty much knocks the ball out the park with every segment he does, and especially when he's spinning the wheel and there's importance to it. And I thoroughly enjoyed this segment with Kane and the Hurricane, didn't you, buddy?
You seem to thoroughly enjoy a lot of segments.
Because you know what? Eric Bischoff's the man. He also will make a fid on the ratings, but he almost got the ratings to a T between NXT and Dynamite.
Well, that's coming.
6,000 off.
That's coming later. Anyway, right up next we have number 3. Regal, Goldust, Triple H and Ric Flair with Eric Bischoff. So they were all taking turns at spinning the wheel. Eric Bischoff spins it for Triple H. It's a blindfold match. Triple H ain't happy. He's bitching, he's complaining. I mean, doesn't he understand that his opponent is also going to have to wear a blindfold match? Wear a blindfold, so therefore it's the same match, it's the same set of circumstances. He's not really at a disadvantage here because he's also facing someone who can't see, but he complains, he cries, he bitches. Ric Flair tries to calm him down after Eric refuses to change the match, and then Ric Flair offers Eric Bischoff a few ladies that are with Evolution, or in this case just Ric Flair and Triple H at this point, and Ric Flair basically says to Eric, here, make sure his opponent is shit, aka someone from Heat, or someone that we've not seen for 3 years. And that's what it turned out to be later on tonight when it was D'Lo Brown. Then with Regal and Goldust, Regal doesn't want Eric Bischoff to spin the wheel. He doesn't want to have a barbarian-like match. He wants a classic pro wrestling gentleman match, but Eric Bischoff spins the wheel, lands on Las Vegas Showgirl. Regal gets excited because he thinks he's going to get to take home some of the Showgirls, but it turns out he's going to have to dress up and drag and wrestle Goldust, and that's probably worse than having to face Taker inside Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, Regal has done a lot of these things over the years, kissing McMahon's ass. It was probably a wee bit worse than this, but he's not afraid to get down and dirty with crazy shit like this, isn't he not?
No, he's no.
William Regal, and you know what? It was quite a startling image, but it's fun. It's entertainment. It's supposed to be comedic. I think if they did this now, they'd be like, oh, look at our new trans wrestler, Riggy Willie, or something like that. But I
and then,
like
of course, you've got Goldust doing the whole, freaky shit as well.
Even, taking the brass knuckles out of the bra that he was wearing, that's creative to me.
Well, that wasn't this segment.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about the match.
Alright.
I enjoyed the match as well. I didn't make the list, but for me the segment was just a wee bit better. And talking of the match being better than the segment, we had the paddle on the pole bra and panties match between Trish Stratus and Stacey Keibler. Again, these matches never really disappoint, and I actually like the fact it went further in the feud with Victoria as well. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
I would agree with that too. I agree with my own statement.
Of course you agree with it, you say it.
Get the paddle out though. I tell you what, Trish Stratus wasn't afraid to fucking slap Stacey up the ramp. Start it in the ring, ended up at the fucking Titantron.
Yeah, but then she ran into Victoria and I guess Victoria got payback for Stacey.
Aye, she did payback for Stacey. Stacey, I mean, these matches, it's like the bikini contest. The heel never wins. The heel's allergic to winning these matches.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I just don't really get it.
Like, surely you could do it in a way where it's the heel embarrassing the face woman, and it might get heat that way, but most of them want to do it anyway, so maybe that not work.
I think it's because if the face acts embarrassed, then it doesn't really make them look like the face, because the crowd want to see them in their underwear.
Yes, yeah, that's probably.
Now, I'm pretty sure we have.
The crowd are going to cheer whoever wins.
I think we have seen times in the past where a face is like won a match like this and they're just taking their clothes off anyway.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Tori Wilson done that.
Tori Wilson, she rarely loses these sort of matches, but would do it anyway. But that leaves us with number 1 on this list. It was never going to be anything but this. It's TLC 4. I mean, we're not going to talk about it in as much detail as we did in the review, but great match. For me, it's not quite the Mania or SummerSlam TLC, but it is better than the SmackDown one, and I just like the fact there was different guys in there. I think everyone worked. Jeff Hardy and Van Dam, great tag team. Spike Dudley and Bubba, probably the weakest tag team, but Spike took quite a few good bumps in this and came by himself for me. MVP, not because he won the match, he took a hell of a lot of bumps. Took coast to coast, took the leg drop off the top. He was doing choke slams off top of ladders and sitting up, and he won it by himself as well.
Fan Terminator.
Yeah, Kane was fucking unstoppable. He was. Great spots. JR, MVP. I mean, honestly, this match could have been shit, but his commentary made it. It's just everything was great.
Yeah, JR having to go alone. Don't know how I felt about that at the time, but after the match on it, no disrespect to King, but we didn't really miss him.
I wouldn't change it. I would not change it for the world, putting King in there. Obviously, like, King would have come off with some great one-liners like he always does, but JR's the man. Honestly?
Yes.
Joey Styles was like, I'm the one-man band, and then King was, no, JR was like,
Follow my lead, Joey.
hold my hat, boy.
Hold my Oklahoma hat.
Kiss my Oklahoma ass,
You
boy.
little extreme bastard. Anyway, guys, that's your top 5 moments. TLC number 1. One of the best matches of 2002.
TLC number 4, mate.
What did I
I
say?
said TLC 1.
TLC number 1, I said. TLC number
Oh, that
1.
makes sense, aye.
Number 1 in this list. TLC 4, aka TLC number 1 in the top 5 moments list.
TLC matches deliver, unless it's current day wrestling, where they absolutely fucking suck.
I think even Ric Flair could have a good TLC match at this point.
Him against Edge was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, even though he said Edge carried him. I think a match was alright.
It was alright. Anyway, guys, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.